A very warm welcome. Good morning to all the participants and law students, law aspirants, legal practitioners who've joined us online today for our exciting Sunday Law Bulletin session. It's a pleasure to have each one of you with us here today. As we commence today's Sunday Law Bulletin session, I'd like to take a moment to introduce LDF to all our new participants. Lawyers Development Forum, popularly known as LDF, is a vibrant platform and it's committed to nurturing growth, learning, and camaraderie within the legal community. Beyond inspiring interest in the field of law, LDF actively promotes to bring together advocates through a blend of academic excellence and a recreational spirit. From insightful lecture series to energizing sports events like cricket matches, badminton tournaments, LDF fosters both professional and an overall well-being amongst the advocates. LDF also hosts conferences featuring esteemed judges and expert speakers, creating opportunities for meaningful guidance and practical learning. And of course, we have our weekly Sunday Law Bulletin session, which has become a signature initiative. And here, specialists from diverse legal domains share their expertise, break down complex topics, and encourage deeper engagement within the law. For this particular endeavor, we are really grateful to Advocate Dr. Rajendra Anbhule, sir, Founder President LDF, Advocate Vijay Shelar, sir, Secretary LDF, Advocate Abhishek Arvind Jagtap, sir, LDF Pune, the President for LDF Pune. Their vision and dedication that continues to shape and strengthen this forum is a hallmark initiative. And with that, let us now walk briefly through the program schedule. We have with us an eminent personality. It's a great pleasure and honor to introduce Dr. Rahul Kailas Bharati, sir. He'll be delivering the topic, the AI Augmented Advocate, Ethical, Practical, and Strategic Implications of Legal Tech. Before we commence, let's take a brief moment to get to know Sir. Sir's persona is known widely. Sir is a highly accomplished academician, legal expert, researcher with multidisciplinary qualifications including LLM, PhD in law, UGC NET cleared, MBA in HR, MSc in physics, and a diploma in civil engineering. He currently serves as the head of the Department of Law at the Government Institute of Forensic Science, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar, Maharashtra, as a Class 1 gazetted officer under the Government of Maharashtra. Dr. Bharati, sir, is widely recognized for his expertise in cyber law, cybercrime investigations, digital evidence, AI and law, data protection, and forensic science. He has authored several acclaimed books, including Cyber Law and Cybercrime Detection, IPR in cyberspace, and guides on India's new criminal laws and IT Act. His research contributions include publications in reputed Scopus and Web of Science journals, along with patents and copyrights recognized by the Government of India. He has trained police officers, army personnel, and professionals through prestigious institutions including NILIT and law enforcement agencies. His excellence has earned him numerous accolades, national and international honors, such as the Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan Distinguished Faculty Award, Global Cybercrime Helpline Award, Outstanding Scholar Award in Law, and Distinguished Forensic Legal Scholar Award. Sir, it's an esteemed privilege and deep honor to have you with us here today. We are all eagerly awaiting for your session. With this, now I hand over the session to you. I'll turn off the video, so you may now kindly continue. Thank you so much for your presence, sir.
Thank you for the nice introduction by Ruchi madam, I can say. And I very feel privileged to the platform, the Lawyers Development Forum. And I'm very proud to feel that my students leading this firm is a forum. Advocate Abhishek is acting as a president. Chinkita is also as a vice president. And the torch bearer of the legal fraternity, Anbhule sir, is also the founder of this Lawyers Development Forum. And every Sunday, I see that through this forum, very important topics and very eminent personalities are heading these particular sessions. So I feel privileged that I got that opportunity. I'm first of all, thanks to this forum also, providing me an opportunity to interact with all the bar and bench, I say, all the legal practitioners, advocates. The topic which is today chosen for this Sunday, I mentioned as an AI augmented advocacy. Because today we are living in such a AI era where we can say now machines are entering in the courtroom, doors are open, But we cannot say that machines can replace the lawyers, where the number of things, rumors are spreading in the legal fraternity also, that when the one prompt can do anything, so why there's a need of a lawyers? Rather than I say, AI replace your daily task rather than the lawyers. Wherever in your chambers, try to make your chambers as an AI-based chambers. So what in this today's session, I will give a brief overview of those kind of the practical the tools, some of the ethical side of the coin. Both sides of the coins are there of the AI based. AI can solve the mystery of the case. The biggest advantage, if you see, if you know, the 19-20 years back when Kerala murder mysterious case is solved by the AI facial swapping technology only. So other side of the coin also there may be hallucinated judgments. I will come to that point also. So today's overall session, even our session, I will try to give some AI-based lawyers toolkit, which your chambers should be AI-based chambers. Your daily task, like summarization of the case management studies, drafting of the pleadings, notices, writ petitions. Some of the tools are there, even though maybe they are subscription-based, but they are very good. Your daily task can be solved very easily. It can be, you can do in a very few minutes. So why currently we require AI augmented advocacy is important. We are not based our chambers like a old age chambers. Even the Supreme Court and High Courts established e-court committee, and through this e-court committee, they also made the court should be an AI augmented court. So why advocates left behind? They are not using any, mostly you out of the number of the advocates are using number of the chatbots also. Mostly 99% chat GPTs also, but it's a public LLM models, large language models. What the problems using chat GPT and what the what you can use authentic tools, I will try to highlight in this particular session. So what we will do currently, it's AI-powered legal research. What importance of the AI advocacy? It can do a contract management, drafting, automated draftings are there, contract drafting, review capabilities, e-filing. But other side of the coin is there's a professional responsibility of the each advocates. I hope slides are changing and it's visible to all.
Yes, sir. They are. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So why, if you see in 2026 landscape, the AI adoption in the Indian legal practice, 85% legal professionals are there. They think that AI is a one transformative capabilities. So these are about the recent data. Survey about the 500 plus Indian lawyers shows there should be a AI as a one of the opportunity, not a threat. Because 40 millions plus pending cases in district courts. So due to AI powered efficiency, the backlog of the cases can be reduced. Moreover, in your day-to-day task, daily task is concerned, case law search with AI, which require 2+ hours, more than 2 hours for a particular citation, you get 4 minutes only. So in 2025-2026 inflections, Supreme Court case SEC Online and Manupatra, they launched their new AI search assistant. Very important. Maybe you all are using SEC Online and Manupatra, but I recommend you try to go add-on SEC Online with AI Pro version, Manupatra with AI Pro version. Try to purchase. It's an authentic because they give a hyperlink for the case citations. Apart from one of the India trained platforms are there, Vidur is the name, VIDUR, Vidur and Jhana. Jhana is a one first AI paralegal assistant. So their time reduced 60 to 80%. So what we can say, the importance of the AI, they support the better research, drafting your day-to-day petitions, translation, transcriptions. But naturally, while drafting your petitions, what to ask is very important. Asking is very important. Just putting a draft this petition, draft this notice, you scan the PDF and upload on ChatGPT is not the way. So your prompt engineering for the lawyers is a very important concept now. So you must try to plug AI into your research before use any protocols. Start AI contract. What happened in today's AI era? Some new career roles are coming. AI legal specialist, data protection experts. So these are some landscape behind the AI adoptions in the Indian legal practice. So just
Sir?
I mentioned about even the High Court, 6.2 million plus cases are pending. That's why the High Courts and Supreme Courts are coming with their e-court committee reports to reduce the backlogs, to reduce the documentation gaps. Even the Supreme Court also come with their one SUPACE, Digital Initiative. SUPAC, it's one of the court efficiency AI research assistant. At least you must aware those kind of the AI research assistant tools which the courts are using as a
Sir,
digital initiative. Yeah.
sir,
So as a part of a digital initiative, SUPACE is also one of the AI assistants for the Supreme Court, for the assistance of the judges. It's a judicial initiative under the e-court committee. SUVAS, SUVAS, is also one of the translation and transcription service. Anuvadik translations. More than number of the Indian and regional languages, these tools can be useful. Adalat AI, real-time transcription, more than 4,000 plus courts are using. What required? AI integration in legal practice is most important. Most of the tools which I mentioned, very important, your SCC Online AI and Monopatra AI. Everyone using this tool, but not the AI Pro version. I recommend you use this AI Pro version, even though it's a subscription based, but they give an authentic and proper with citation hyperlinks also. But currently, we all know that DPDP Act is passed in 2023, Digital Personal Data Protection Act. So every tools compliant required should be compliant with the DPDP Act because of the client confidentiality. It should be maintained. Naturally, number of times when number of the advocates are just scan their petitions, they want to extract the arguments, prayers, they scan it, make PDF and upload in the support in ChatGPT. It's a public domain LLM platforms, large language domain platforms, model platforms. So what happened? The client's names are there, other names, numbers are also there. They can be directly put in the ChatGPT. So client's confidentiality is most important while using the AI tools. So verify your data handling practice before you are inputting, uploading sensitive information on any AI tools. You try to mask the petition's names and then you can upload and extract. But try to avoid the public large language model platforms. Try to use the Supreme Court cases. Try to use the Manupatra. But I see your advanced AI Pro versions. Why? Now the AI transformation is important. Just I mentioned, it's important for the research tool. 75% mention they are used for research. 60% used for their day-to-day drafting tools. So most of the district courts to high courts and Supreme Courts, they are using AI as an assistant. So always remember, we cannot say AI is a final decision making and they give the algorithm justice. It's only an assistant. So while using any AI tools, human should be required in the loop. Your ultimate verification of your citations and brief with the human. You cannot say in the courtroom that it's not my fault, your lordships, but it's the fault of the AI can give the citation. No, it's liability on you because the legal person of the AI is still debatable. So what the point of using the daily task of AI? The research that takes 2+ hours, it reduced to within 4 minutes. Your quantum review can be possible in first passing minutes, not require some more dates. This is what 2025-26 critical inflection points are there. Here is some of these. The slides can show the overview of some of the AI-powered tools. I will not show the demonstrations within this small span of time, but when I get the time, I will definitely show how that drafting tools can be used in legal practice. But the most important, which I recommend to all the advocates, they can use for their legal research analysis, where SCC Online is using everyone, but I can see use AI version because there's a more conversational research with 4 million plus judgments, verified citations. That is the advantage is about the SCC Online AI and Manupatra AI they have a verified citations, you can get it. Apart from Vidur is also one of them, which is a India trained legal research assistant. Naturally, these are some subscription based, but rather than the trial versions, if you take the subscription based version, I'm not here sponsoring the AI tools, but I recommend to use some of the day-to-day tasks will be very easy and fast, clear with good research quality. These are the expert verified tools. Jhana, JHN is also important. You can extract, you can summarize, you can do the case management. 60 million judgments and statutes are there. It's a first AI paralegal research assistant, Jhana. You can use for the passage hookup. LegitQuest is also one of the legal research tools. Very good tools. CaseMind, you are also using. You know that CaseMind is also where the case studies are useful. But for contract draftings are concerned, merger and acquisitions diligence are concerned, spot draft, AI contract automation. The spot draft, you can search in the Google, try to just send request for the demo. They can say, they can accept the request and send the demo also. If you like it, you can do it. Go proceed with that. Your daily task will be very reduced. Its efficiency to be increased. Spot draft. Harvey is useful for the greatest company, enterprise legal AI. Kira is a merger and acquisition. Those are in company in contract drafting. This Kira is AI is one of the very important. For the document review and analysis, Lucio is also one of the good tools. Maybe to remember these tools require to be very hard, but number of times you can try to use it. I will show you a daily toolkit also, which required currently is an AI augmented advocacy is really important. You cannot be lagged behind that you don't know these particular tools. You just putting the scan copy and putting in the chat GPT and extracting note. It's a public large language model. They can do the hallucinated citations. You know current what is happening in the courtroom. Court can put a fines and penalty on you because you are cited fake citations, which are generated from the AI tools. Particularly, that's why mostly try to use the Manupatra and issue online. At least they can do some hyperlink of the citations, case citations. Very important. So guardrail is very important when you're using any AI tools for drafting petitions, day-to-day daily tasks. Verify all your AI generated citations against original sources. More important thing is maintain the client's confidentiality, which number of the advocates are not trying to maintain. Because we data privacy, what Puttaswamy has given judgment, right to privacy now current to digital privacy. And your DPDP Act is currently passed, which Justice Sri Krishna Committee is appointed on the EU's DPDP, GDPR. Our DPDP Act is based. Your EU's GDPR is very strict compared to DPDP. But our Digital Personal Data Protection Act, your client's confidentiality is very important. When you are scan your brief and putting in the chat GPT for generation of your brief, arguments and all those things, asking to the chat GPT also whether I will win in this case or not. So here in the scan PDF of your brief, your names of the parties and addresses and their Aadhaar numbers are also rally in the large language platform. So your client confidentiality. So 60% time save on routine task. More than 150,000 plus legal professionals are using these AI tools. Number of the companies and enterprises are using. Even the Bar Council of India, the court also give the warning to the Bar Council of India, try to establish one committee to study about the ethical practice of the AI tools. These are some top selections which I mentioned. Just I mentioned again the Vidur, then the paralegal assistants, which are no broad research about the Jhana is concerned, LegitQuest is also concerned. This is the tool selection guide as per this scenario. I will go in more detail about these particular tools as well. See, Vidur is one of the India trained and expert verified tool. It's a DPDP compliant tool also. Most important about this tool is they are grounded in Indian legal sources. Most important, because see, if you're using the normal platforms like, for example, very common chat GPT and you can say the Cloudy also, Google Bard also sometimes, these data sets are trained by some other data, foreign historical data. So chances of algorithmic biases are more and prejudiced data can be generated. And you're directly cited in the courtrooms and court can see your citations are not correct in the Indian context. Maybe it's not there. It's a hallucinated, it's imaginary. So they can impose any penalty. So try to avoid use your public large language model chatbots particularly. Try to use some expert verified DPDP compliant tools, which are grounded most on the Indian legal sources. So this Vidur is also one of they are used for instant drafting of notice, submission, your contracts. They have a 10,000 plus already AI based templates also there. They can also provide citation hyperlinks from which links they are using for generation of a data also. So you are use the workflow mostly for the SEBI concern. You can generate the first draft using AI. They define your prompts also. I just mentioned the prompt engineering for the lawyers is very important. It's a differentiation. What to ask to the AI tools and how to extract the quality outputs is important. Just putting draft this particular legal notice, draft this writ petition is not sufficient. You have to give such a kind of a prompt because these tools are trained on some different data sets. You have to validate the citations. So what the importance of this particular advantage of this AI, Vidur AI particular, the first draft is within 12 minutes. Manually it requires 90 minutes, 1 hour. But ultimately what turnaround time is reduced. But again, I put the guardrails on this way, try to again verify citations. They always check the sources. Confidentiality is very important. Documentation, because AI using notes also. So 85% accuracy of this tool is found to be there. Within 12 minutes, the first draft is also made. This tool is very important for the corporate, even tax, corporate draftings, SEBI also. Even if you see the Vidur AI, they also one of the clause in new criminal laws. They also mention about the new criminal laws, point one of you also. But more focus is on the tax and the corporate drafting also. SEC Online AI, which I see that number of the advocate chambers already have their SEC Online subscription. But I already mentioned, try to go ahead, try to do subscription of AI Pro version. It's a very verified database because this SEC Online AI mostly based on natural language queries. If other models are there, they are machine learning. But these are powered by the open AI plus natural language. So they should be, they verified Indian legal precedents are there. You can ask questions even in plain language also. Even not require any Boolean strings and different kind of the keyword semantic search. But in this SEC Online AI I mentioned, you can put very easy natural language queries also. They have a citation links. Why I can say it's very important AI provided. It's a hyperlinks of citations are there. Citation links are also given. You can easily verify those kind of the statements. And the speed which can do, they can took 2+ hours, but within minutes, this SEC Online AI can solve your case. You can say the Delhi High Court petition, there's one tender blacklisting. Delhi High Court petitions are there which involve a tender blacklisting. They require urgent research on latest Supreme Court precedents. Using advocates using SEC Online AI, they immediately within 4 minutes, the relevant Supreme Court paragraph, he can give within 90+ minutes manual search is solved. And AI identified perfectly leading case in the SEC Online AI. Even dissenting views are also mentioned. Citation links also given for verification and more or 95% accuracy. So why you can use no doubt, but use the verification protocols as well. Try to always verify citations. Open the cited judgment, confirm the holding. Check recent overrulings also. No new with you can verify whether in newer decisions have they modified the positions or not. Record the query also. See the audit trails also. So this SEC Online AI, it's a faster case preparation, stronger brief, and fewer adjournments, I can say. So you can use at least initial research point of view. So very good SEC Online AI tools are there. These are just I mentioned about the tools about the spot draft. Again is a Indian born. I give mostly Indian version AI powered contract. Is a very upward workflows. Automated writings are there. You can track the changes also. It's very important for the GST templates are there. Arbitration, your arbitration spot draft is very good. It's the in-house teams. Even the Lucio is a firm deployed. It's useful for the processing thousands large or massive documents are there and you want to extract something from the point of view, you can take it. Very important tools. Harvey AI is number of the enterprises are using. Those are the multinational companies and enterprises are there. When there is a international level arbitrations with the India with the USA, India with the China, when any two international countries are involved in the cross-border disputes. So Harvey legal AI is very good. Naturally, they are useful for the international work particularly, even for the automated for the transactions. If merger and acquisitions are there, you want to use the clause extraction. This Kira system is very important. Kira systems, high accuracy, 95% accuracy across data. They immediately identify the unusual provisions as well. Even they can structure your summaries also. So what required, you have to integrate the AI in your chamber. No doubt some of the tools are required some of the subscription based, but they can solve your daily task, your research quality, and the BIP output will be very high quality. There should be, if you're using a properly, we can say authorized, no, there's currently no any authorized tools are recommended by the, even the courts also, even the Bar Council of the India also, but there are some Indian based tools are there which can solve your daily task. Your daily routine task time can be saved up to 40-60%. These just I mentioned about the SUPES and SUVAS is very important. Supreme Court portal for assistance in court efficiency. It's AI judges. It is AI judges. Judges can use for summarize their case material. It's assistance for the judges. Currently, the SUPES, SUPSC is in under experimental phase. But the Supreme Court E-Court Committee is already used in their day-to-day tasks. It's assistance for the judges. SUVAS is very important. It's a machine translation of judgments into 18-20 Indian languages, making justice accessible to the common man. It is currently active. Adalat AI is also one of the important. This is a real-time transcription. More than 4,000 plus courts are using. So E-Courts Committee is now in the phase second. They want to integrate their chambers, their court system with the AI-enabled e-filing. Already started. I just mentioned the AI is entering the court. Doors are open. Does not mean it can replace the lawyers. They only replace your daily task. It want to make a paperless workflows. The backlog of the cases can be reduced, but the other side of the disadvantage of that, so there. Your pre-filing checklist is most important. You try to verify every citation against official judgment text. Try to remove client confidential metadata when you want to using AI tools. Don't put the client's names, every details on the particular chatbots on the AI tools. Other than you can mask client X, party X, Y. Very important because you want to comply DPDP Act, data confidentiality, digital privacy, client privacy. Confirm the jurisdiction of your code is correct or not. Most important. So what the implications for the advocate? They can filing structured PDF with OCRs. They can faster research, translate. They shorten their preparation time. But problem is what happened? Rather than using such kind of the SEC or some other tools for fastly, hurriedly, you want some query, you put query directly in the ChatGPT. So the ChatGPT is also make more mistakes, and they provide the hallucinated content and case citations, which is not in existence sometimes. They're not providing hyperlinks for the case citations as well, and you are using directly in the courtroom. So professional ethics demands not use such kind of the things. Try to verify. Never file unverified AI citations as per the guidance of Supreme Court, and Supreme Court number of times won. Recently, Andhra Pradesh High Court also won. So these are the advocates' essential daily AI toolkit. Which tools? Firstly, I mentioned the research tools use the SEC online, but I again recommend AI version because they have a verified citations. They all are very hyperlinks. Then use Manupatra AI based research tools for regulatory tracking and compliance alerts. Then try to use the Vidur, which is an India trained expert verified tool. Then try to use the first AI paralegal research assistance, Jhana. They have a broad research, 16 million plus judgments already there. This is for your daily toolkit, for your daily workflow, for the legal research. For drafting is concerned, mostly context Spot Draft, then Lucio, then Harvey, then Kira for drafting and review. But for your productivity tools are concerned, email drafting, taking meetings also, you can use the 365 Copilot. That's a very good Copilot also there. Adalat AI is a real-time transcription. But always remember, currently all tools must be mentioned that there should be a DPDP compliance. Digital Personal Data Protection compliance. Data protection of verification should be there. This is a security and ethical point of view. Confidential check should be required. Your 10 steps daily routine should be there. You frame the issue using AI research tools, then open key paragraphs, draft the first draft within AI. While reading the first draft with AI, try to red flag some review. Again, you update the matter, process regular alert, then you make e-filing readiness and hand over the matter to the particular team. But always remember, some things are always not compromisable. Some things should be non-negotiable. Verify every citation before filing. never paste client secrets directly on the public large language model AI tools. Very important. Which number of advocates are doing? Scanning their PDF brief, putting in the chat GPT, and asking questions. Put kindly provide the opposing defense arguments, your arguments, draft notice, and all those things. But clients that are disclosed in the large language models, and these large language models, AI tools, they are using to train the data sets. So where is your client's confidentiality? So your professional responsibilities demands never paste the client's secrets, your names and data directly on the public AI tools. This is one of the examples. I'll show you one scenario-based study, how to use the AI tools for drafting one special petition. It's a step-by-step workflow only I mentioned about one of the tender blacklisting cases already happened. It's a workflow for using the AI tools. One of the lawyers are really using in the this particular tender blacklisting case, drafting 136 special petition under the Indian constitutions. So what happened in this case? SLP is under the article 136, which are again tender blacklisting decisions. So interim stay is there. Key issues came in this particular case about the SLP, maintainability of this petition, then proportionality, and then on the natural justice. These are the grounds. Timelines mentioned, urgent filing is required within 90 days of the impugned orders. Now, how you can use the AI tools in this particular scenario? Naturally, first thing, you try to frame the issue and the facts. For that purpose, you can use the SCC online AI. You can put a query. I'll show how which kind of prompts can be used. Use SCC online AI or Monopatra AI. Put a query for maintainability, proportionality, and natural justice principles. Later they can give the answering. Try to verify what citations are given. Open the judgments. Confirm the holding and the dicta also. Check any recent overlinks are there. PDF extract from this online. Then afterwards, you are verifying the citation. You want to draft the synopsis. Now, for the drafting synopsis and the list of dates and the questions of a law with citations, use Vidur AI, drafting synopsis and the questions. Using Vidur AI, you can use it and export in the Word file. Then you can, if you want to make a rejoinder, you can use the rejoinder applications, case mine. If you want to meeting summary and actionable items also, use the 365 Copilot. So what, if you manually drafting, you require 2+ hours. But if you're using this certain kind of a Vidur, SCC online, Manupatra AI, putting a proper query, see, putting a proper query means what to ask is very important. What to put a good prompt is very important for the lawyers. It can save you 20-30 minutes and more than 95% accuracy. In tender blacklisting cases, the lawyers are really using this particular tools also. Within 4 minutes, it can give a number of judgments which are analogous to the tender blacklisting cases, which can be helpful for the justice. Again, the guardrail is there. Verify. Don't put unverified AI text in the final filing. DPDP safe environment is required. Record AI use also in your work notes also. Another scenario I want to say, how to draft the High Court writ petitions. This is one of the PSU termination case. This is step-by-step workflow, how the AI tools can be used. If actually due to a time constraint, I will show the demo, but these are the workflow. You can easily use any particular tool, open up the tool. So matter is Article 226 petition against blacklisting or termination by PSU. Urgent interim relief is required. Again, the key issues are same. Maintainability of the petition, proportionality, and natural justice, or the alternate party, or delay. Timeline is within 30 days of termination order, they want to file. What as a lawyer, as an AI augmented advocate, I can say how we can use Open SCC online or Manupatra AI, frame the issue, put a proper query, put a proper prompt about all those issues, grounds, maintainability, proportionality, delay or latches, surface, leading, contrary, and use this, generate the issues and the facts. Then they open the cited judgments, verify the copy, do the PDF extract, then use the case mine for the mapping the how cited and minority views are using, then draft the first draft using Vidur AI, generate the first draft with the AI with list of dates, grounds of natural justice with the initial citations, then try to summarize the client meetings, use a M365 Copilot, then use the bookmarks also, OCR also, then make the create judge facing notes also. For that, use the SUVAS, is an Anuvadit translation model. Again here, same things are required. There is 95% accuracy. DPDP compliant required. One of the contract here, one of the another scenario about the corporate merger and acquisition contract review. Number of times the corporate worlds are using these particular tools, spot drafts. So suppose, for example, one mid-market share purchase is there, 300 plus contracts in data room. Key areas are assignment of contract, IP ownership is also there, indemnities bonds are also there, terminations also there. Try to use, these are some workflows I mentioned here. Use the various kind of the tools for generation of a scope and the playbook. Use the Kira and LawFi, very important for the data rooms. Use the AI extraction, then use the question answer sampling. Then for the normalizations, you can use the normalizations tools also. Harvey is required. You can use Harvey AI tool or Vidur to draft the particular disclosure comments also. Then post. This is a workflow. But you can automatically learn yourself. So when you open up the particular AI tools, you can automatically learn how to put what required, how to put a prompt, and how to ask. So these are I mentioned. First, your 30 days week by week implementation road plan. Try to build AI as your first habit, because we cannot ignore currently AI. I just mentioned that AI is only replacing your daily task, not the lawyers. So you must require your AI assisted chambers, AI assisted workflow for research, drafting, compliance. Try to use for document review. Your first week should be for research and drafting. Run one live matter through SEC online or Manupatra to complete one live matter. Next, draft 2 routine documents, your non-disclosure agreement or notice with Vidur AI. Later was try to record the queries also. But while doing or using this, verify every citation. No client secrets can be uploaded in the public tools. In week 2, try to set Manupatra watch list. Use M365 Copilot, your meeting notes. Week 3, use contract review and analysis. Use Kira or LawFi for first pass red flag. Use CaseMind. Week 4, use create verify before filing checklist. Enable e-filing hygiene. Update your confidentiality. What happened? Your daily 20-30 minutes will be saved. 85% accuracy will be there. It will be increased up to 100% accuracy. Building AI use first habit is very important. This is where we can say at least a 4-week plan. How you can use for daily as an AI tools. It's one of the recent actual practical case study. One tri-legal firm is there. It's a leading full service firm. They are completely using the AI transformation, which is completely based on Microsoft Azure. They implement comprehensive AI transformation using Microsoft. They firstly deployed your Copilot, Lucio for legal research and drafting. They are Power BI based. More than 1,000 plus lawyers already using. They are very secure. They're using the AI assisted research memos also. They use the complex clauses drafting. More than 60 plus time reductions are there. So very, very important. We can say this is one example about the tri-legal case study. SEC online, which I just mentioned, maybe you are using already. I will not focus much on. Currently, I want to give the warning on the other side of the coin about the AI advocacy. Delhi High Court currently warn on AI generated fake citations. Number of times multiple benches can flag imaginary fictitious authorities and they impose the cost, the penalties and sanctions. So where is the AI accountability now? Because number of times we just mentioned, I give the example how that came, because they can directly scan one PDF brief there and directly scan it, put in the upload in the chat GPT, and they mention for even the Google AI Studio or Google Gemini or Google Bar, number of the AI tools they can use, and asking the question to the scanned PDF. So maybe sometime that the more large language models most on the public platforms like the chat GPT is properly trained with the foreign database. Chances are given algorithmic discrimination or there's a biased data should be there. So maybe the citations which can be generated, which are fictitious, not existent. So maybe the judges can, maybe they ignore, they can put a penalty, and who will be liable? Ultimately, you are the liable. You cannot say that you'll also, I don't know, the AI given the citations. No, ultimate liability on you currently. The legal person of the AI is still in the debatable conditions. So AI output require independent verification. That's why I mentioned the human should be required in the loop. Otherwise, it will be unprofessional. because the pattern should be a fabricated citations. The chat GPTs or other tools are trained with certain different citations. They have some past history and they can give the same kind of the habitual citations. So maybe they can different in the bench strength also. They also don't know the overrule. Sometimes the chat GPT platform or other tools are trained only up to 2021-22. But what about the current, the previous judgments are overruled. So try to avoid the citing about the fake citations because they can impose. What defense is protocol is you try to open official document judgment, verify the citations. Try to keep verification notes with your tools. This is also very important. This is Supes and Subas. Actually, Supes is already in the particular experimental phase, but they are very important tool for the Supreme Court portal for the assistance in the court efficiency. They can summarize, they can organize the case material for the judges, and that's why daily task will be reduced. Case collations can be there. Translation more than 18 Indian languages are there. Faster collations are there. Document analysis can be possible. So time will be saved. So here the Bar Council of India and lawyers' response is very important because the BCI also currently identify a critical risk which are associated with the AI in the legal practice. Hallucinations, fake citations, confidentiality breach, because we are now DPDP compliant are required. Lack of transparency. So we require some SOPs. And currently the court also mentioned to the Bar BCI try to establish one committee about the AI ethics, how the lawyers can use, how they can avoid the hallucinated judgments. So practical takeaways, verify the sources. Always open, cited judgment, read it. Keep records of your tools and the prompts also. These are some, I mentioned some AI framework of the BCI. Currently, I'm also working on myself for this committee also. So what the BCI has mentioned about the duty of the courts is verify every authority. I say not only the lawyer's duty is there, but the judge's duty. Maybe sometimes the trial court judges also, maybe sometimes when any lawyers or petitioners cited any judgments which is not existence, they can sometimes overlook by the trial court judges also. So it can go to High Court and the Supreme Court. So some year has gone. So it can indirectly affect justice. So lawyers as well as the judges also, bar and bench, both have a duty to verify the authority. Distinguish between the ratio and the dicta. Record the verification is very important. So the client's duty is try to use only enterprise graded AI tools. Those tools are DPDP compliant. Try to avoid the public large language model for sensitive facts, which number of advocates are every day using the chat GPT. Not required. Rather than use the SEC online AI monopatra, at least they can do the hyperlink for the citations. So your professional communications, no misleading claims are required. Your high-level professional standards are required. So minimum control is try to your client engagement letters may not the limit the AI assisted drafting. So see, always AI is an assistant actually, but accountability remains with the advocates. So when in doubt, default the human review is important. So these are some verification protocols which I mentions about the professional standards that your every citations must be verified before filing. For that purpose, try to list the statutes or the cases, define the research parameters clearly, try to open the official judgments, verify the citations, check any rulings are there or not, split the benches also. So no doubt you can generate the first draft with the AI, but ultimately you can overlook that particular validations. Try to see the flags before advising. It's very important because if any AI citation lacks a verifiable source, like ChatGPT not giving a hyperlinks, not a verifiable sources, not any official text, so treat it as an invalid from the very inception. Verification is non-negotiable because accountability remains with the advocates. Always remember. DPDP compliance. I again emphasize this. Try to understand data protection obligations when you are integrating AI tools in your chambers, in your legal practice. Use AI-based but client engagement terms. Take express consent. Process data only for your legitimate purpose. Ensure AI is using with professional duties. Share only what required with the AI tools. Try to mask your client's identities. This is very important for the DPDP compliance are concerned. As far as career evolutions, if you see in the present era, new roles are coming as in Indian lawyers. You become an AI legal specialist. If you are very conversant with the DPDP compliance and the AI system governance, so naturally the new domain can be opened up. AI legal specialist. Apart from data protection officers already there, AI strategy consultant. So that's why the old advocacy is no more. You have to be AI augmented advocacy. The market demands 85% more. More than 12 new roles are upcoming. Job market is very high for the AI legal specialist. You have to be acquired such a kind of a legal skills. You require technical proficiency with legal proficiency with these AI tools. We have to be specialist to be in DPDP compliance. You have to be compliant with the business and contract drafting. It's required for the professional development. This is one of the competitive advantage about the AI augmented advocates are concerned, because the human judgments are ultimately at the core. Always remember, no doubt AI can do the speed and coverage and consistency, but ultimately human judgment should be required at the core. So 60% cost reductions are there. This is the market I want to show you. These are the some resources which I mentioned about the essential tools, which I already mentioned. Again, I mentioned as a recap about the research tools are concerned, about the SEC online, but AI version, Manupatra, but AI Pro version, use Vidur, Jhana, then particular, these are the domain trained AI Indian legal research particularly. For contract draftings are concerned, use the Kira, Spot Draft, Lucio, these are very important. For your day-to-day meeting notes and case analysis are concerned, you can use the 365M, 365 Copilot, case files also, because currently try to update yourself with the India AI missions are also there. Number of the training platforms also there for the AI legal advocacy. I congratulate the particular AI, this lawyer development forum also. They can, using this forum, they can spreading an awareness about the new technology also. So what your 30-day action plan is there, select any one research tool plus one drafting tool for 1 week. Then run any live matter which in your hand. Use fully AI research with verification of citations. Set up compliance monitoring alerts. Kindly create and verify checklist and train your whole team, your chamber with AI tools and verification protocols. Very important we are to say about this. And most important, hallucination, just I mentioned, maybe you are know about the hallucination concept, because maybe sometimes hurriedly the lawyers and the advocates say they can directly generate any outputs as a fabricated facts or citations and mislead the courts also, because these large language models, AI tools, they can predict likely text like ChatGPT without verification of legal database. They invent their own case names. They invent any case paragraphs also. Maybe sometimes you are also not aware about it, and that deceptive judgments you can directly cite it, and the court can see letterwords and they can find an input. It's a professional misconduct actually. So those which are non-existence cases, wrong neutral citations, misquoted paragraph dicta is not required to be put forward in the court. So use at least some grounded tools like SEC online, Manupatra, verify everything before file, because humans should be always in the loop. Accountability with the advocates, not with the tools. Open the official judgment, open the PDF tools, kindly take the audit trails, verify the citations. So very important, these are the to prevent the hallucinations. One of the examples I want to cite here, one of the case law that Mata versus Avinsa is a landmark federal case where the professional consequences fall submitting AI hallucinated legal citations. Here in this case, particularly, it's a personal injury suit. The plaintiff's attorney used ChatGPT to draft opponent brief. So AI fabricate the story and they provide multiple non-existent judicial opinions. So when opposing counsels and the judges also mentioned they could not locate the case studies and all these particular opinions, so attorney doubt. And they're asking ChatGPT also for the full text, and they submit the hallucinated paragraphs to the court. So what unravel, what the red flags are there? There's a mismatched dockets with the forensic red flags. Docket numbers completely different with the real flags. Judges' names at the wrong bench not assigned. There's a completely nonsensical legal reasoning, and there's a bogus internal cities names also. The vague opinions are also there. Judge Castile is mentioned, a lawyer's attempt to persuade a court or oppose an adversary by completely relying on fake opinion is an abuse of the adversary system. So the court put a financial sanction as a $5,000 violation. Rule 11 is found is a bad faith. So fake opinions are non-existing law, so cannot provide judgment. What the lessons we can learn for the Indian context? This is one federal case law. So never source citation or legal reasoning from public tools like ChatGPT or Google Bard. The first lesson. Second thing is always verify official text judgment like Supreme Court cases or Monopatra. Withdraw or correct if error is flagged by opposing counsel or the bench. Maintain verification notes, tool, date about all those kind of things. This is the 2023 AI hallucination scandal is there in the federal court. Another court is there in the recent 2025 Andhra Pradesh High Court. Maybe you are reading this newspapers also. A landmark incident which revealed the systemic risk. When junior civil judge in Vijayawada, Andhra Pradesh, dismissed an objection in property dispute, he completely relied on 4 legal precedents. And the judgment later was found, not immediately, later is found to be non-existent, completely fabricated, which is generated by the AI tools. And judges can also blindly using it in good faith. So what the High Court response is there? High Court response, the error was made in good faith. Due to the reliance on the automated sources, surprisingly, it is appealed by the trial courts. I mentioned that trial courts can appeal because they may be very hurriedly. They stating that the application of legal principle was correct despite the fake citations. Then Supreme Court stay the lower court's order, and the Supreme Court can say it's a misconduct. It's an institutional concern. They issue the notice to the Attorney General. Bar Council of India also kindly form one committee. Why it important? It erodes the institutional trust because fake authorities directly undermine the integrity. More important, there's an automation bias. I already mentioned the large language models are trained with the foreign data. They can understand the previous history, the habits, and accordingly, the likely generated the data. So even the trained judicial officers may be susceptible the confidential tone of the hallucinated AI judgments. So require the strong zero tolerance policy is important. Any citation without official text is invalid. Very important. And you in chambers protocols are important. Verify all citations. Maintain a strict audit trails. Use the grounded tools, particularly just again which grounded tools? Your SSC online, Monopatra. But what happened in day-to-day in afternoon? You can using the ChatGPT immediately for query, put a query and immediately asking. One of the more cases about the Bard in the US District Court. Michael Cohen versus Google Bard fake case, 2023 recent case. This is a case about the dangers of the client-supplied AI research and failure to verify citations. What happened in this case? Michael Cohen, he sought early termination of his supervision and he used AI tool, Google Bard, for legal research. And he directly shared 3 case citations with his counsel. Moreover, his counsel filed motion incorporating these citations as a wholesale without independent verification. So Judge Furman is there. He subsequently flagged the citation is not here found. Not it is in official text also. It's a non-existent. It's a fabricated authorities are there. So court ultimately declined due to lack of bad faith. Court mentioned, I did not realize the Google Bar was a generative text service that like a ChatGPT, they can show the citations. So here the client mentioned, he can think that counsel can understand this. No. So there should be some forensic red flag. Citations which are related 0 results on official legal database. So misinformed, illogical, neutral citations, don't be put it. Rely on authentic database only. Never trust unverified sources. Never accept the client supplier or AI supplied citations, which is not verified. Very important from this case as an Indian lesson. One of the, again, Delhi High Court warning, September 2025 case. One of the Green Police Welfare Association versus Narendra Singh is the one case, which can highlight the dangers of unchecked AI hallucination with Indian context. So in this case, what the petitioner challenged the trial court order, which they are using a petition completely AI generated or fake case law. During argument, the respondent flagged the inconsistencies as well. The court also not verified the cited precedents. So what the outcomes? The court withdraw the petition. Why it matters? Because hallucination triggered the professional censor. What the professional reaction as a senior advocates they want mandatory verification requirement to prevent the credibility of the institutions. Very important. That's why I mentioned what action can be, what the takeaways are there. Chamber SOP is required. Strictly verify before file the AI generated outputs. Otherwise, you are using very fastly the public large language models and directly pushing in the brick. It's not good. These are the some red flag checklists when you're using. Try to how to spot the fake AI citations. I mentioned in the this particular slide. For initial tries for 60 to 120 seconds, suppose no hits are found in SCC online or Monopatra for exact citation, you try to immediately stop to export or import that particular citations. When there's no any particular hyperlink, no any bench judgment, everything is found, immediately stop. Then reporter mismatch, maybe some volume page are exist, but points are unrelated, immediately stop. Maybe sometimes party names or docket style, that not, immediately stop. If you want to deep check, 5 to 10 minutes are required. Kindly check the bench strength also at the court level, which is stated by the constitutional bench ratio. Kindly check some quotes or the paragraphs which are not found in the official text. Don't match, don't take it into account. Don't be overconfident about the summaries without the particular way. So when it is found to be red flag or fake AI citations, try to use the open official PDF document, confirm the ratio and the dicta also, replace the prompt also, record the verification note also. This is very somewhat to be we can about the checklist about the particular how to stop the AI generations. These are the some case studies. It's a global pattern how the AI citations failure. I will showing both sides of the coin also. This is about when you are not verified the citations, you are using the public large language models. So that can be there. These are all about the foreign countries also. Even India also going the same way. They are directly importing the fake citations and you are using. So naturally, this should be professional misconduct. Institutional credibility is at the stake. These are the citation protocols, which I want to say. Just try to use only the grounded research tools, particularly SCC Online AI, Monopatra AI, Vidur AI, which are Indian-based trained models. Use the official text, open the primary resource, try to identify the ratio and dicta, holding integrity, then try to cross-check and the context as well. These are the some of the points, but what always remember non-negotiable is zero tolerance policy. Means it can, if any tools can cite any unverified, don't use it. Withdraw the prompt. Don't use the particular paragraph also. So this is very important point of view. These are the some verification prevention strategies and protocols, like use the AI verifier in your chamber. Kindly allot the task as an AI verifier to some members. Assign a dedicated junior also per matter to verify the citations. Create a one prompt labyrinth. See, to put a prompt is a separate session. If time permits, definitely I will give a one session on drafting a petition with proper prompt, what to ask, what not to ask, and extract the quality outputs for your day-to-day drafting writ petitions, even notices also, because prompt engineering for lawyers is also very important currently where then tools are concerned. Use the proper, don't use the public large language model tools like a chat GPT, Google Bar. Try to use the Indian trained platforms which are very verified citations and verified links are also provide, and use the SOP for your daily practice. Here another here prompts are also mentioned, but I will not go more. Here's a practice. If you want to draft petitions using the AI tools, just I give you one of the examples how you can do put a prompt also for bail. These are the some tools, top AI tools for the Indian advocates. I think something is visible for this particular slide. Yes.
Yes, sir. It is.
Yeah. So here, DraftBot Pro is also one of the tools which are used for drafting workflows. Also, very highly integration with the Indian judgments, particularly, and it is accessible. Also, it's a cloud-based tools. Most, and I recommend use Lexis Plus AI, even though it's a premium version. But as a lawyers, we require now. See, as a lawyers, AI toolkit, your SCC Online AI, Monopatra AI, and your Lexis Plus AI is very important. It should be required in your day-to-day tasks, because it's even though it's a proprietary database, but at least you avoid your hallucinated judgments and facts and story in the court. It's very important. Then Monopatra, very deep research, very good. I recommend you can use it. You are using only Monopatra, but I recommend you go AI Pro version. Jhana AI, you can use very paralegal assistant, very good. for legal memos, your summarization, even the charts also. It's a India embedded citations particularly, and private workflow is there. So these databases are very prominent AI tools for using for your day-to-day daily tasks. Here, I just give you some brief within 5 minutes. I want to say, just I mentioned asking to the AI tools is very important. What to ask and what not to ask, which we can say is a prompt. So what makes a good legal prompt? Here, clear framework is very important. CLEI, clear means clear. C means context. So in the context, you try to specify the court and jurisdiction, even the matter type also. Clear in L means legal task. Kindly precisely state the expected drafting output. Okay. Then E means evidence. Provide some material facts in bullet points, even the dates also. Then A means authorities. Try to mention some statutory provisions, acts, section number, any rules also. R means response format. Try to define required heading, citation style. So example, for example, context. You can mention, you can put a prompt. You can put a prompt like acting as a defense counsel in the Bombay High Court for a section 439 of CRPC, which becomes now 480 of the matter. Put this prompt. So you can mention draft a comprehensive bail application, including grounds and list of, provide the list of dates and the grounds also. You can provide some facts like the accused has been in judicial custody for 6 months. Charge sheet is already filed. No any prior criminal record, and provide at least 3 bullet points.
Sir,
Then integrate, yeah.
so just a minute. I think the slide is still stuck on number 3. If you are on some other slide, probably it's stuck still on some other slide.
Okay, maybe. Yeah, now this slide is there, I
Yes,
think.
now, yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. That is also. See,
All
this
right.
is one of the. This is one of the slide which can show how you can put a prompt and get a good response from the AI tools. So here I mentioned some of the clear breakdown, clear context, legal tasks, evidence, authorities, and response or format. So you can use this particular prompt also. Use numbered paragraphs. Integrate the Supreme Court jurisprudence also. So if it is about, for example, one of the examples, you can use any effective prompt. Like here, yeah, this is now signing one of the prompt which are using. I here mentioning about the quality control. So try to use some act as a provide a role-based structural breakdown, effective prompt. You can mention act as a senior advocate, draft this particular. You mention the court and jurisdiction. Kindly produce a first cut draft. You put a heading and numbered paragraph also. Give the AI tools input some apply BNS, BNSS, use Supreme Court case citation style, Delhi High Court formatting. You can mention the facts, use only these facts. And if you want that the AI tools not provide any hallucinated citations, you can put here proper citation needed. Don't put your hallucinated citations as well. You can use these particular tools. I will not give this a very more than 30 plus slides are there about the how to put a prompt also. But here, see here, I mentioned what examples you can see, what you can make a mistakes while putting a prompt. Okay, this is some common prompt mistakes which the common people, the advocates are mentioning. You can directly mention, write a writ petition, draft a petition for illegal termination, and you are not mentioning any court rules and number of words also. Rather than you can mention, good example, you can give a task. Act as a senior advocate, drafting an Article 226 service matter writ petition for Delhi High Court. Then you can get a good output. They can, you, otherwise what happen, you can put a dumping some unformatted emails, WhatsApp message as a material, as a prompt content. Rather than you can mention, you can put a prompt. Use these 8 numbered facts. You can provide with dates and list of dates also. But while pasting any these tools, kindly mask the client's identities as a X and Y. Party X, party Y. This is most important because of the DPDP and client privacy. You can use, you can directly, sometimes number of advocates are mentioned in the particular brief in the AI tools. They can asking whether we will we win or not, or add the case laws. They are not putting any restrictions also. So rather than you can put a prompt as cite 3 to 5 binding Supreme Court precedents with cities. Do not invent your invented citations. You can use this particular prompt. So see, what to ask and what not to ask is very important. Okay, number of the prompt techniques are there. For example, here one of the iterative refinement techniques are there. For example, you can mention as a generate a first cut article 226 writ petition in service termination for Delhi High Court. You can mention the sections and numbered paragraphs also. You can mention the add grounds under Article 14 or 16 of Indian Constitution on the basis of natural justice. You can tighten, you can mention the word limit also. Try to put a proper prompt is very important. Here, number of the scenarios are also there. I suppose when the time permits, I definitely give how you can put a prompt and draft a very good petition, even writ petitions, even any kind of a draft. Also, for example, here I mentioned, or the example you mentioned, suppose you can mention act as a senior advocate practicing in Delhi High Court. Draft the initial structure of an Article 226 writ petition challenging the wrongful termination of a government employee. And you can provide the facts, only bullet points, like appointed on 12th 4 2025, show cause notice is issued on particular date, termination date is there, but put a constraint also that use only formal Indian legal English. Do not add any case law, which is invented case law. Try to maintain the objective, and you can provide the format also. Accordingly, the AI tools can help to you, and they can give what you want, and you can use full. Problem is that everyone is using the AI tools, mostly ChatGPT and all other tools are there, but their prompt is wrong. Their prompt is wrong. So at least you have to mention some at least 10 essential legal prompt libraries. So very important thing that you have to be used the proper prompt, put the proper prompt. Use the AI toolkits for citation verification and even the compliance also. So what the point of view here, I want to say that you can use the AI tools for your day-to-day daily tasks, but ultimately the human should be in the loop. Don't put any unverified sources. Don't put any the citations which are not verified, which are verified only by the public tools. Don't use public LLM models. So what the point or summary recap of this session is concerned, currently we are moving from the old advocacy to the AI augmented advocacy, where we cannot mention that the AI is replacing the lawyers and the courtroom. Rather than we can say AI is replacing your daily task. You should be skilled up now. And how it's possible? Only through such a kind of a forum like Lawyers Development Forum, which every Sunday, I can say it's a feast for the lawyers community. They are arranging such a nice kind of a lecture series. I congratulate and thanks to the founder, Anbhule sir, even my students, Abhishek and Chinkita, even the Ruchi madam also, the secretary of this forum. They are organizing such a kind of a series which can really skill up the knowledge of the lawyers throughout the Maharashtra. And I got such a kind of an opportunity to interact with the more about this particular new kind of a technology. And that's why I chosen such a kind of a topic, which I want that every advocate chamber must be now AI-based chamber, AI advocate chamber. But what the point of view when recently where everything is found that number of the lawyers, they are using the chat GPT, but it's a public language, they can compromise the client's privacy, and they can directly put forward the hallucinated judgments in the courtroom as a fabricated facts also sometimes. And maybe sometimes the trial court judges also sometimes are not in a positions to identify. So it's our professional responsibility, it's a accountability, because ultimately accountability rests with the advocates. You cannot say in the courtroom that the AI is cited, so they are responsible. No, ultimate responsibility with the AI, and that's why the recently the court is warned to the BCI at least try to establish one committee, AI ethics committee, that lawyers can use, because no yet to be any officially given any AI list of tools they can be used. But SCC online AI, Manupatra AI is a verifiable sources. Citation links are there. You can use very day-to-day task. But number of the lawyers are still not well equipped. Current generation is well equipped with these AI data sets using AI tools. But the number of the lawyers who are in the old age, they are not still yet. But it can solve your daily task very fastly. You can summarize, you can extract the task in a few minutes only. But naturally, other side of the coin also. So both sides of the coin I highlighted. So ultimately, it depends on how we can use the AI augmented advocacy in our day-to-day life. So I am very thanks to bottom of my heart to this Lawyer Development Forum.